Oh, hey guys. I'm your host, Drew Harrison. Thank you for joining me here on another great start to the weekend. It's a beautiful day. It's a little chilly, but the sun's out, so you can't be upset about that. It's been rainy and gloomy here, so I just love to see the sunshine out, you know? We got a great show for you. Of course, we got all your great sports updates. Had a lot of news in the college football domain and some just amazing NFL action over Thanksgiving and the following weekend. My amazingly loving, smart, intelligent, beautiful better half will be joining us for another can of cannabis. She'll also be joining me for a new segment called Some Spearies, where we talk mild takes and conspiracy theories here and there. A little lighthearted, nothing too serious. And we'll round it out with old top 10 list of my favorite 90s cartoons. Been watching a lot of cartoons. My favorite drug lately has been the big old dose of nostalgia. So we're going to dive into some of my favorite 90s cartoons. Can't wait for you to share yours with me. So without further ado, let's get into it, all right? Walmart, trying to get back into the Black Friday spirit of things. I kind of miss Black Friday, you know? I feel like it was like a mini purge where we got our feelings out on that one day, you know, got in a fight for a couple toys our kids wanted, you know, shoved some people, elbowed some people, and then we're a little bit nicer the rest of the year. Walmart was selling a flat screen TV box, 65 inches to be exact, full of mac and cheese. That's right, the Kraft mac and cheese blue box, 65 of them in the 65-inch flat screen TV. Sold out within minutes. People were upset. You know, kind of reminded me of Black Friday of old. People were in it for the mac and cheese of it all. Have y'all seen KJ Apa? Yeah, the dude from Riverdale. Have you seen his alter ego, Mr. Fantasy? Because if you haven't, it might be some of the funniest stuff I've seen in a very long time. He's completely trying to be like a pop star, I guess, but he's got different teeth. He's got a wig, generally found in a banana hammock, you know, the whole 9 yards. Seriously, after this video, go check out Mr. Fantasies. He's got a new song out called Catapult, so definitely check that out. But finish watching this first and then go down that wormhole. The most expensive comic book has sold. It was a Superman #1. Some brothers found in their attic cleaning after their mom passed away. Their mom had told them before that she had some rare comic books up there, so they finally got around to seeing what was in it. They were like, it could have just been thrown away. It was just sitting in some cardboard boxes, so kudos for them for finding it and not just tossing it to the wayside. $9.12 million is what the comic book auctioned for in Texas. I collected the wrong things. I don't think there's any of my baseball cards sitting at my mom's house that'll fetch $9, let alone $9 million. A Thai woman set for cremation woke up at the crematorium. These things terrify me. Like, I don't want to be buried alive. I don't want to wake up in that like fire pit. Like, all of that. It's too scary. Too scary. She was bedridden for the last 2 years, and her family thought she went unresponsive and quit breathing 2 days ago, and so they took her to the crematorium where she was like, nah, I still got a little bit more in me. But like I said, we got a great show for you. Up next, we got sports. Sports. MLB offseason in full effect. The Red Sox boost their starting rotation by trading for Sonny Gray, with the Cardinals getting 2 pitchers in return. The Blue Jays also snag a great pitcher in Dylan Cease, get him on a 7-year, $210 million contract. The former Padre has at least 32 starts the last 5 seasons. Talk about durability. That's what you want in a pitcher nowadays. Well, that and velocity and spin rate and movement and wins, you know. AD had his long-awaited return to L.A. He was still on a minutes restriction, and the Lakers ended up getting the win behind a great night from Doncic. My Boston Celtics ended Detroit's 14-game win streak. And with OKC still atop the West, they get another boost in the arm with all-star Jalen Williams coming back. The rich keep getting richer. Have no fear, fans of the Pop-Tart Bowl. You get to have options this year. The long tradition of eating the mascot after the victory will stay, but the fans get to decide between 6 different flavors this year. Ole Miss wins the Egg Bowl, but they lose their coach, Lane Kiffin, to LSU. I mean, my man knew he was leaving. That whole nonsense about how he had to spend the night talking to his family like the decision wasn't made. LSU threw $12 million a year at you. The decision was made, my guy. We all knew it. We saw through it. North Texas's Eric Morrison's on his way to be Oklahoma State's new head coach. Florida gets Tulane's John Summerall as their next head coach. Just the carousel just going all around. Arch and company hand Texas A&M their first loss of the season. So that makes things a little more chaotic-y in the playoffs. Texas A&M is still firmly in the playoffs, but now we get a whole lot of wonder and intrigue in what in the world is the committee gonna do. Oh, and Ohio State finally beat Michigan. I don't know if y'all saw that, but finally. So that means the Big Ten championship is set with Ohio State versus Indiana. Ooh, number 1 versus 2 action. Just in case we don't get it in the playoffs, we do get the 2 best teams, the 2 undefeated teams in the season, beating each other up before they go to the playoffs. So I am excited about that game. And then we get the old faithful Bama versus Georgia in the SEC championship. On to NFL news. The Bills added Brandon Cooks to their wide receiver core. They got Keon Coleman back, and he scored a touchdown as the Bills got back on their winning ways. Lions thought they were going to get a little offensive line help with Pro Bowl Frank Ragnar coming out of retirement, but he failed his physical, so he will not be joining the team this year. And the Colts' Daniel Jones is apparently playing with a fracture in his fibula. Added to the just list of quarterbacks playing through injury and other players. You know, I don't want the quarterbacks just get the shine. You know, we're almost done with the season, so everyone out there is hurt. But hopefully the Colts don't keep slipping. They lost first place. You know, they lost to the Texans yesterday. The Jags getting the win, so the Jags are now in first place in the AFC South. So that's going to get real interesting coming down to the wire. Can the Colts figure it out? You know, because unfortunately it seems like the rest of the league has figured them out. It's turn around and hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor. We had some great Thanksgiving games. Green Bay getting the win over the Lions. Dallas taking care of the Chiefs, hurting their playoff chances more and more day by day. And Joe Burrow returns and leads Cincinnati over a just beat up Baltimore Ravens team who you keep thinking they're back in it, and then they're not back in it, and then they're back in it, and then they're not back in it. Are the Bears the NFC elite? They take care of the defending champion Eagles on Black Friday. My man with his shirt off in the locker room had me hyped. I could not care less about the Chicago Bears. Never been a Bears fan. Never really cared about what that team does. But seeing their head coach with his shirt off, I know he got people free hot dogs. But still, nonetheless, my man was hyped and got me hyped. And my Panthers, you know, they took care of the team we thought was the NFC elite. You know, the Rams were the team to beat, but the Carolina Panthers said, no. We're going to take this win. And a rainy Charlotte. It was just so good to see. Bryce Young, man. One week you got me thinking we did a new quarterback. The next week, I feel like we got the franchise quarterback. I don't know, my man, but I hope you figure it out because you're charismatic. You know, you got a great personality. I love seeing your post-game interviews at the podium. But, man, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on the field stressing me out. Darnold gets revenge on the team that didn't pick him up. Seattle takes care of Minnesota. And the Broncos survive an overtime scare against the Commanders. I'm truly intrigued to see if this Broncos team is good or not. Because I don't really feel like they've played good teams, but they keep winning. What are they, 9-2 now? It's insane. So the record, at some point, you have to let the record speak for itself, and they are a winning football team. But all in all, I'm excited as we get closer to these playoffs, these teams racking up these wins, who's going to get the number 1 seed, who's going to barely make it into the playoffs. I can't wait. We are truly in for some entertaining action going down to the wire. Hey, I could go for a old can of cannabis. How about you?
A can of cannabis?
Indeed. Back with our THC drink reviews, and this week we are
with the Collective Project, which seems to span a few states, which as a collective you would assume. It looks like we've got some bottling in Minnesota
at the Surly Brewing Company.
And then some the Functional Factory in Cleveland, Ohio.
Look at that. I love it. Distribution is a crazy thing, so that's awesome. They got some friends in Minneapolis, and then if it's the Functional Factory,
that sounds like a THC factory to me.
Right? Maybe they got a bunch of groups in there in good old Cleveland. So I've got some of the best legal weed I've ever got in Ohio. One time I stopped at this dispensary, and she kind of mumbled the price of a half an ounce. But I was like, this is what I came for. You know, I'm ready for whatever price it is. So I got a half an ounce, 2 cartridges, and some edibles. And she was like, that'll be $92. I was like, I'm sorry. Did you not ring something up?
You're like, are you missing something? No.
So I got the other half of that ounce, and it was great.
So I was like, well, I'll take the other half since you've got it on sale.
Indeed.
So another cool thing when I was looking at their website is all the art is done by like a collective of artists as well. And they had all of the artists and like links to their Instagram pages or their About Me's on their site. So not only is it like a collective brewing process, it's a collective design process. And so I thought that was also really, really cool.
Their name.
Yeah.
I like it. I love the can artwork. It's fantastic. Got a parrot and a couple of parakeets in love on the mango, pineapple, and coconut. All of these are 10 milligrams of THC. No caffeine or anything like some of them have had, but 12 fluid ounces, 10 milligrams of THC. So I got mango, pineapple, and coconut, and then blood orange, yuzu, and vanilla, which we got an orange with the swimmer jumping off the orange slice on this can.
And then I've got the raspberry vanilla.
That's fitting.
And it has, I guess, rabbits.
Look at that.
But it does kind of look like it when you first look at it.
Yeah, it does. Like if a rabbit was it.
Yeah.
All right. You know I love orange anything.
Ooh, it's pink. You know, I love that.
And orange is orange. Look at that. It does say it contains 25% juice, which is way above what most things
Oh my gosh. I thought it said 2% juice earlier. That's like normally what it is.
Oh, wow. That is fantastic. You taste the vanilla right away. Definitely heavy on the blood orange. Yuzu's like a lemon, right?
It's like a citrus lemon.
Citrus. Okay. Well, okay. It's like that is fantastic.
That's really good as well. The raspberry vanilla. Oh man, it tastes like a raspberry Coke with vanilla in it.
I really like that. That raspberry vanilla is fantastic.
Yeah, without having like the soda flavor, but it's like that.
Yeah, this is like sparkling juice. I like it. Like it's not too sweet. It's definitely tastes like the flavors it says it does. A lot of times you get some flavors on these cans and you're like, I don't taste that at all.
Oh, that's good. That is good. And I don't really like orange that much.
Oh man, you're not gonna like this one. That is their pina colada, and I love it. She's just not a pina colada fan. It's got nothing to do with this company or any of this. She just doesn't like the flavors of pina colada.
That is coconut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick over here with my little raspberry.
A little more pineapple in there. I like it. Fantastic. You know, like you do need to like pina colada for this one, but the orange, superb. Like she doesn't even like orange.
I know. So I really like this one. Yeah, this one. It's sunscreen.
That's fair. You know how some people have that gene that they think cilantro tastes like soap.
My sister has that.
I think she has it for pina colada tasting like sunscreen.
Am I wrong?
I think it's delicious.
Okay. Well,
I like ocean water from Sonic. You know, I like Miami Vices.
Too much coconut.
Pina colada and strawberry daiquiris put together.
Too much coconut.
Very subtle flavor on the raspberry vanilla. Really like that. The vanilla definitely comes way more through on the blood orange and vanilla.
Yeah. Sorry, I just need some more because I gotta get that coconut out of my mouth.
You're not gonna help our OnlyFans fuel with getting coconut out of her mouth.
I just also like saying it that way because I think it's really funny. Saying coconut. You're a coconut.
Well, overall, these are fantastic.
Yes.
It seems like they got quite a few flavors on their website. These are just the 3 we could get our hands on here in Tennessee at our local shop.
So these were the sparkling juices, which they also come in 2.5 and 5 milligrams. So depending on what type of day or how experienced you are, you can start with a 2.5 or a 5 in these flavors. I am very excited. We're going to have to figure out how to get their sparkling like lemonades, because one of them is your girl's number one favorite flavor on earth, cherry limeade. If it comes in a cherry limeade, I'm going to try it. I love cherry limeade till the day I die.
Well, you know, I'm sold because they shout out the artists that design their cans. So I'm hyped.
Yeah, I think
that's a big plus for me. Big artist forward.
I think that's really cool. Like it literally just a page of our artists, meet our artists, and they just listed them and had like links to their pages. And that is a truly dope company that is fully behind their artist and not just taking the credit for the product they're putting out there.
Indeed. All right, well, what would you give on a scale of 1 to 10? What are we doing?
Yeah, that's a negative.
Negative for you?
Like, yeah.
I'm going to give it a 7. It's delicious.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
What about the blood orange?
It's like a 5.6.
5.6?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
okay.
It's okay.
I'd have it again, but like I wouldn't pick it out for myself.
Okay. I'm going to give it a 7.5 because I like it just a little bit better than the pina colada. I just love orange things. All right. And your favorite probably of this group, the raspberry.
I'm definitely going to give that one like a 7.5.
Okay.
It's really good. It's really refreshing.
It's very subtle. I like it. You know, if you're going to hit me with raspberry, don't overpower the raspberry.
But it's also more flavorful than a sparkling water
Oh, no doubt.
that was
Hands down.
flavored. Like that was a raspberry flavor.
See, you know how you give pina colada flavored things negative numbers? I give no flavored sparkling water things negative flavors.
That's
so
fair.
these are all in the positives. That's nice. They come with flavor.
Maybe not flavors you prefer, but they definitely all have flavor in them.
Go check out Collective Project. Go check out the artists and all that good stuff on their website. And if you see a can, don't share the pina colada with Lauren, but the rest of them, check it out.
Whatever.
Top 5 time. I grew up watching cartoons in the best decade to watch cartoons, and that is the 90s. So let's do top 10 90s cartoons. That's right, I couldn't pick just 5 of them, so we're doing 10. And to be honest with you, I got an honorable mention or 2, so it's not even 10. 80s cartoons were great, but they were mainly there to sell toys. And the 2000s, God knows what happened to those poor kids on Saturday morning. They were left to their own devices. So without further ado, let's get into the countdown. We got some honorable mentions because I couldn't just pack them all in. Yes, we got more than 10 because I couldn't decide. So undecisive. So I'm cheating the system here. Honorable mentions, we got 2 of them. We got Captain Planet. Look, I love Captain Planet. I know it should be higher on this list, but it was only around for like a year and a half. Captain Planet, he's our hero. Great cartoon. Definitely should be higher, but a lot of these cartoons you'll see had just a little bit more longevity. And our other honorable mention is Bobby's World. I adore Bobby's World, and I agree it deserves more than an honorable mention, but your boy just doesn't like Howie Mandel. At number 10, we have Recess. From 97 to 2001, this cartoon was about my favorite thing, recess. 6 brave 4th graders at 3rd Street School. See, it was educational. They were teaching us numbers. All hail King Bob and his unibrow. What a great show. At number 9, we have X-Men. I love this cartoon. I really could not care less about X-Men except for this cartoon. And the remake, X-Men 97, phenomenal. Just some good old Sabin Gold. It's kind of like the first like gritty show I got as a kid, you know? Like it was just gritty. And you can miss me with your Cyclops Wolverine debate because I was a Gambit guy through and through. Number 8, we got Rocco's Modern Life. Gotta love a little immigrant wallaby from Australia or New Zealand, Australia. Good old Heifer, Filbert and the gang. Spunky too, a little dog. Just a classic show that dealt with adult situations that we didn't know were dealing with adult situations because we were kids and we didn't understand adult situations. Number 7, Real Monsters. The poor guy that had to hold his eyeballs up the whole time, his arms had to be so tired. Oblina, Ickis, and Crumb, the terrifying trio, stole my heart in the 90s. It was just a fun, original cartoon. You know, I loved it. It didn't make sense, but it was great. Everyone knows to fear the grumble. Number 6 from the WB Kids block, it was Animaniacs, the trio of Warner Brothers kids or creatures or whatever that lived in the water tower. You know I love some water tower humor. Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. Just a fun way to unwind from the school day. You come home, you watch Animaniacs, and then you get ready for number 5 on the countdown, Pinky and the Brain. Gee, Brain, what are we going to do tonight? I don't know, Pinky. The same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. Started on Animaniacs in 93, and then Warner Brothers quickly realized they had a hit on their hands. I still maintain Pinky was the smart one. And I love the episodes where they let him shine. Like when they got out of their cage and they were in the wild, Pinky's the one that got them home safe. I'm just saying. Takes street smarts over book smarts any day. I also love that Pinky would often point out the exact point the brain's plan would fall apart, and that would be the point that it would fall apart. But he wasn't a I told you so guy. He knew he was right, though. He knew he was right. Number 4, Rugrats. God, I love this show so much. And then you go back and watch it and you relate to the parents so much. 91 to 2004. What a run. Longest running animated series on this countdown. And then we got Rugrats All Grown Up for another 5 years. So just a great franchise. I know we all got that orange tape somewhere. Rugrats in Paris. It's hanging out in a bin somewhere. You know it is. Only SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents ran longer on Nickelodeon than the Rugrats did. And Tommy Pickles is just that friend group leader that we all needed to either be growing up or have someone in our lives that could handle those duties. I personally was a Chucky. I was being like, hey, we shouldn't do this, but then joining along nonetheless. Number 3, it is Batman the Animated Series. Oh, dark, gritty Gotham City in a cartoon. It was great. It was based off of 1989 Tim Burton classic. But then they sprinkled in 1940s Superman as inspiration as well, as you saw with the cars and the fashion. I love shows like that where you're like, I don't know what time frame I'm in. Because he had all the technology. He had all the Batman gadgets. But then he wore like the 40s, 50s suit and hat combo, It's really cool. This was a new, refreshing way to do the animation. The backgrounds were drawn on dark paper with white highlights, something that hadn't really been done before to give it that darker feel. Oh, and the film noir color choices, just top notch. Really just took that animation and the detail just up a level. It was actually dubbed Dark Deco. It was so groundbreaking. Number 2, it's Tiny Toon Adventures. They're tiny. They're toony. They're all a little loony. It was the second generation of toons, knowing they were toons, striving to be toons, and going to school to become better toons. You had Buster and Babs and Hampton J. Pig, and my favorite, Plucky Duck. Could not stand Elmira, though. They eventually put her with Pinky in the Brain and killed that franchise. The reboot, Tiny Toons Looniversity in 2023, top notch as well. Number 1 on our countdown, the champion is Doug. I grew up with Doug. I learned a lot of life lessons along with Doug. Felt like I was kind of Doug. Voiced by the iconic Billy West for the first 4 seasons, moved over to ABC after that and had another great run. The show just created such great moments, banging on the trash can. You got Quail Man, that road trip where him and Skeeter go to see the Beats, but then don't see the Beats, but then get to meet the Beats. All the encounters with Patty Mayonnaise. Oh, it was great. Great hangs. Even Roger, you grow to love there at the end. It's just a classic TV show, and I actually was like the perfect age to absorb it. So number 1 is Doug. Kind of wish they'd bring it back. I need some Douglas Funny and Pork Chop in my life again. That was our top 90s cartoons. And just remember, this was my countdown. Let me know yours. We're all entitled to our opinion these days. We got a fun new segment for you this week called Got Some Spearies? Fun conspiracies and mild takes. Nothing too crazy. Nothing to get the ears tingling on the FBI agents listening through our phones.
I don't know. These might be solo stakes, but they're high stakes.
Right? I got one for you.
Okay.
I don't think they ever were going to actually change the Cracker Barrel logo.
That's fair.
I think they were like, people ain't talking about us, let's stir the pot a little bit. I think they just kicked the nest. I don't think they ever... I've been traveling the country a little bit more lately, and I hadn't seen not one Cracker Barrel that looked like it even thought about changing to the new logo.
Okay. I think I heard of maybe one that had, but
okay,
that was it.
Let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
In the deep south,
right.
I don't think they ever had any intention of changing to the corporate looking Cracker Barrels.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
Like maybe in the cities and the West Coast, but you can't tell me they were ever going to go into like Montgomery, Alabama and change Cracker Barrels, or even like some of these East Tennessee places that are off the side of the road. They ain't touching those. Mine
is, I think, still pretty low stakes.
Okay.
I am convinced that the NBA draft lottery is rigged.
Oh, no doubt. I agree with you on that wholeheartedly.
Until you show me all of the balls going into the lottery machine at one time and popping them out in front of all of us, this shit is rigged. I'm sorry, the team with the 1% chance continues to get the number one pick? No, thank you.
Well, you had all those years the Cavaliers got it when they got rid of LeBron.
Yeah.
You know, you got the most blatant one in our face this past year. You trade Luka Doncic from Dallas, and they were supposed to have like the lowest chances.
1% chance to get the first pick. And what they get? The first pick.
Even their stars were tweeting out like, okay.
Yeah. So, sorry, shit's rigged.
Very much so.
How are the Hornets not getting the number one pick every year?
No, I give you that. I give you that for sure.
How are we not ruining more people's careers in Charlotte?
Are the Hornets becoming the Cleveland Browns of the NBA?
Probably.
Mm.
They're
All
bad.
I got one last one for you.
Okay.
This might not be low stakes. I might actually upset some people on this one. I truly don't think anyone knows how crypto works.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think anyone really, like all these people that are Bitcoin experts, I think they're just pulling it out of their butts.
I mean, I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that you have protected money with like a string of 24 characters that you hope you never lose.
I don't know anything about it, so I don't know. You're talking Spanish to me.
Yeah, like you can't make your password for crypto. Your password is created like for you.
So that's how people have lost billions, because they can't remember their password.
Yes.
And it locks you out after a certain amount of time, right?
And it's also like, you know, like when you go into Google right now and it's like set up a new account and it'll be like try and like if
Give
you're
you
on
that
Google
crazy
Chrome,
password.
yes, that's essentially what it does for Bitcoin. But
And
then
you can't change it.
Save it. But then you also can't save that anywhere. Like you have to save it like on your person, like personally. You have to like you can't like thumbprint save it to log in. Like you have to save it somewhere that can't, and then people lose it, and that's how people are losing millions and millions of dollars of crypto. Yeah, I mean it's money laundering.
Yeah,
it's legal money laundering. Because everyone can see what's happening, but no one can do anything about it.
I was really hoping it was going to be like NFTs and just like drop off. I was really hoping AI was going to be like NFTs and just drop off. Like, but I keep hearing the AI bubble's going to bust.
If anything, I mean, crypto just needs regulation. I know that's their whole thing. It's deregulated, like the banks. But when all these crypto coins, these meme coins pop up and they ruin people's lives. I mean, yeah, I guess
that's why I'd never invest in it in the first place. These people that turn their entire salary into Bitcoin, I'm like, you just took a hit. You just took a massive hit.
A fool and his money are easily parted, I guess. But there still needs to be some sort of accountability of we're just having people dump money into fake money.
Yeah.
Real money into fake money. Like I know it's real money, but it's not real money.
Yeah.
You still have to convert it into real money.
Right. Yeah.
And it's all based off of real money.
See, it's not. No one knows what it is. No one knows. No one knows. Because I love the people that have so much invested in it. They're like, it'll bounce back. It's fine. It's fine. Like one day it won't.
It's also, it's not good for the environment.
None of this stuff is.
It and AI and NFTs NFTs are dead, but AI and Bitcoin mining are really, really bad for the environment.
I hate it all.
AI uses like 10 gallons of water to make like a single image to like the cooling process to like make a single image in AI like takes 10 gallons of water to make a meme.
I've been trying. I can't stand AI, and people just think it's just a fun toy to play with.
Yeah, like I always get, I'm always dramatic, and I'm like, it takes a gallon of water to grow an almond, and I'm like, so we're now throwing 10 gallons of water to make an AI image that's going to circulate the internet, like.
Can't stand it.
Yeah, it's not great.
Well, that's our spearies for you. Fun conspiracies and mild takes. If they don't come after us, we might keep the segment going.
I'll tell you all my thoughts on birds.
And that's our show this week, guys. Thank you for joining in on another great week. We'll see you next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. And remember, we're all weird. It's way more fun when we're weird together. See you next time.